Welcome to CTE 5150 e-learning explanation. I wanted to go through e-learning because some of you may not have played around with e-learning yet as a student, and so I wanted to show you some information about e-learning, how it's going to be laid out for this particular course, and also about the grant proposal identification sheet. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. You'll notice that I'm logged in as a student, so hopefully when you logged in to the grant writing course, it looks something similar to this. So when you first log in, you'll see news, and this is where I'll post any pertinent news as the course goes on. It's just a welcome one there. And then what I want you to do is, there's a million ways to kind of navigate through e-learning, but I always go to content. And when I click on content, it breaks it down over here. So you've got the syllabus info, you got the grant proposal identification assignment, the course modules, and then the draft and the final grant proposal. So these are the modules that I've developed for the course. And so if you click on syllabus info, it just brings up that. So this video will eventually be here as well. So what I want you to do is obviously watch this video that you're watching right now, watch the syllabus explanation video, look through the syllabus as well, and then one of the other things you're going to do is you're going to introduce yourself, and that will be a discussion board posting where you'll just share some information about yourself, whatever you feel comfortable sharing. I always like to learn more about you, if you have any family, pets, anything like that. So once you're done with that, you will also want to do the grant proposal identification assignment, and so I'm going to briefly talk about that. So I've gone into here where the grant proposal identification assignment is, and I'll click on proposal identification sheet. And this is very typical to what you're going to do when you click on one of the projects. It'll come up like this. Just so you know, you have the opportunity to download this as well, but we're just going to view it within e-learning right now. So basically what I want you to do for the proposal identification is I want you to decide on what option you want to do for the remainder of the course. So I'm giving you three different options. The first option is for some of you, maybe you work for an organization and you actually, or you just know that there's a grant you want to apply for, and so you want to work on it within this course, and I have no problem doing that, but I do have some stipulations. So the first stipulation is that by the 10th, if you choose this option of actually applying to a real grant utilizing this course throughout the whole semester, is that by the 10th, you're going to email me a link to this grant so I can review it. I want to make sure that the grant is written adequately enough that it will work for all of the objectives within this course. The other thing I want you to understand is I want this grant to be due after the semester is over. That way we can just make sure that this grant hasn't already been written for, that you actually are going to work on this for the very first time throughout this entire course. And so the course ends roughly on December the 12th. So as long as the submission deadline is sometime after that, then we'll be fine. Let's say you don't have a real grant to apply for, then I have given you options 2 and 3. Options 2 and 3 are what we call fictitious public requests for proposals, or RFPs. And so you can read through these. I'm not going to read through them now. One of them is a public RFP and the other one is a private. And so you would just go through, read through whichever one you think would work best for what you want to write a grant for. And I understand that some of you're just students, you don't work for an organization, and so you just want to learn how to write grants. Then obviously one of these two will be the best option for you. And you'll notice through both of these that they say stuff like your organization, because most of the time when people write for grants, they are a part of some type of organization. They're not just writing them by themselves. So understand that even though it says that, it doesn't mean that you can't choose this option. You just may have to make up a little bit of a background information when we get to that module within the course. But nonetheless, you can still use these for the remainder of the course. So I want you to look through these and decide which one is the best option for you, and then email me. In order to earn the 100 points, basically you have to email me before the due date saying I choose option 1 and here's the link, or I choose option 2 or 3. So fairly simple way to earn 100 points for the course. So let's go back to the content here. And let's click on course modules, because starting not the very first week, but the second week of the course, you have course modules due. Now, right now, I've only made active Module 1 because I only want you to work on this as we go through it. I don't want you to work ahead in this particular course. We're going to work kind of together through these modules. So right now, when you click on course modules, you're only going to see Module 1. Under Module 1, and every module will look very similar to this, you have a Dropbox assignment that you have to do that's worth 50 points, and then you have a Module 1 discussion board posting that everybody in the class can see. That's worth 30 points. And so when you click on the Module 1 assignment, you'll see that there are 6 questions. The 6th question is relates to your actual proposal. What I encourage you to do is don't wait until midnight on the Sunday it's due to do these. You're going to want to look at them ahead of time, because some of the modules are going to be more intensive with the questions than others. The first 5 questions are fairly straightforward, but this 6th question will take some time because I'm asking you some questions about your proposal to get you starting to think about it. So just want to give you a heads up on that. When I click back at course module, here's the discussion board posting. Very simple question here, and then you'll just click start a new thread and you will answer the question that I've prompted up here. And remember, that's something that every student can see. So if I go back here to content, you'll notice that right now we're in course modules. Just want to highlight, although it's way later in the course, here are the drop boxes and the if you want to call them rubrics for the draft grant proposal and the final grant proposal. So as we go through the course, only thing that's going to really change here is that under course modules, these will grow as I add the new modules for the course. If you have any other questions about e-learning or the course, just contact me via email or phone call and we will work it out. Thanks. Good luck.